What's up guys, in today's video I'm going to be sharing my thoughts on the new update that came out on January 28th. So I'm going to be talking about the bugs with this update, I'm going to be talking about the fixes and changes, and then to end it off I'm going to be talking about the content. So let's jump right into the video. Alright, so starting off with the bugs, let's just jump right into it because there's a lot of bugs to talk about. So the first bug. Oh my god, I can't believe I have to say this for the fourth month in a row, but Xbox crash bug is still in the game, and you guys know how I feel about the crash bug. I mean, I always talk about it every stream because it's unacceptable. I still can't believe it's still in the game. It's been in the game since late September when Rush Week came out, and we're going on to February, guys, okay? In February, it's going to be 5 months, almost half a year, with this game-breaking bug that affects a platform. It affects the Xbox Series S users mainly. Like, it doesn't really affect the Series X players. And I know what people are going to say. Oh, go buy a PlayStation. Go buy an Xbox Series X. Go switch to PC. But guess what? I'm on the Series S, guys. But guess what? Every other game I play, such as Marvel Rivals, Fortnite, Apex Legends, Call of Duty, NBA 2K, you name it, it works like a charm. This is the only game that has a problem on the Series S. Every other game is perfectly fine. It just doesn't make sense to me how they can't fix this. And the thing is, man, they had 4 months, okay, 4 months to try to fix this bug. And all we got this month for Xbox users, shout out to the Xbox players out there, all we got was some improvements to this bug, and guess what? The improvements did nothing. It's the same. You're still crashing every 3 games. So basically, they just put improvements in the patch notes to just say they did something, but it didn't do nothing. It didn't help improve the crash bug at all. People are still crashing left, right, and center. You know what I mean? So it's unacceptable. They're not going to do a hot fix. I always say this every update. Hopefully they do a hot fix for this. They ain't going to do a hot fix. They ain't going to do that shit. So we're going to have to wait another month for the Xbox crash bug to get some improvements. And then for the second bug, bones spawning anywhere on Slaughterhouse is a bug. So basically, I think this happens on every Slaughterhouse variant, if I'm not mistaken. So if you're playing on Slaughterhouse and you have a bones on your team, the bones can spawn anywhere. So the bones can spawn at generator with Hitchhiker, battery with Sissy, basement with Leatherface. I've seen that happen before. Bones spawning in basement with Leatherface, which is crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure as long as you have a bones on your team, I'm pretty sure if you have a bones on your team on Slaughterhouse, Hitchhiker and all the other characters can also spawn anywhere. I think Slash and Cast, shout out my boy Slash and Cast. I'm pretty sure he had a game where Bones spawned in basement and then Leatherface spawned all the way at battery. So yeah, that's a crazy bug in my opinion. And then the next bug is grappling. So grappling is apparently bugged. So apparently all the family members have the same grapple strength as Bones. So that's really low. But I also heard that every time you go into a game as family, the grapple strength is randomly assigned, which is crazy. You know what I mean? Makes no sense how that's bugged. So yeah, just watch out when you guys play family. Like if you're playing as Hands and Akani grapples you and she wins, just remember in your head that, you know, there's a grappling bug going on right now. So I'm not 100% on that. It's just word of mouth. A lot of people are talking about it. It's never experienced, like I never tested it out yet, so I'm not too sure, but apparently all the family have the same grapple strength as Bones, which is obviously really low because he has like the same grapple strength as Hitchhiker, which is 15, I believe. And then the next bug, big swings on Bones is bugged. So big swings is basically buffed on Bones because the stamina is not affected when it comes to big swings on Bones. You know, it doesn't affect him at all. So you basically get a damage buff on Bones with big swings because it doesn't affect the stamina at all. So just watch out, guys. A lot of people who play Bones, they're going to be using big swings because, you know, there's no restrictions on using big swings because the stamina is not affected at all. And then all you have is the damage. You know what I mean? Like it's basically a damage buff on Bones because, like I said before, the stamina consumption isn't effective at all. Like it isn't affected. So just watch out, guys. When you play against the Bones, they're gonna be hitting like a truck, and they can swing multiple times with big swings. And then the next bug is the highlight bug. Highlight bug has been happening for a while, but it's still in the game. I've seen it happen with this update, so hopefully they fix that after 3 months. And then another bug is the well bug. This well bug has been happening for a while. If you guys don't know what the well bug is, so basically when you're playing family and a victim drops down the well in front of you, sometimes when you swing at them to push them down the well, the hitbox, like it doesn't connect. The hit registration does not like connect. So hopefully they fix that, because that's been in the game for about 3 months now, I believe. It's a pain in the ass because, you know, let's say you're playing as Leatherface and a victim drops down the well and you have a clear shot of overheading them. Sometimes it doesn't connect, but guess what? When it does connect, they're going to get ink cap. But when it doesn't connect because of the bug, they're free. They take no damage. They're not going to get ink cap. So it's a pain in the ass for family players. You know what I mean? So hopefully they fix that. And then that's all the bugs I know of. If you guys experienced any other bugs that I didn't mention, feel free to leave a comment down below. And last thing I want to say about the bugs, the devs need to communicate with the community ASAP. They can't just wait every month to say, oh, this is what we're fixing. They have to communicate with the community weekly. And I do believe that devs need to do a community stream ASAP to talk with the community. Because, dude, at this point, it's like we're just waiting once a month to see what's going to be broken next. You know what I mean? That's all we do, guys. That's how it works with these updates. They release an update, people play it for 2 weeks, people leave, and they wait a month and come back to the game, because the devs wait the last week of every month to announce the content and the bug fixes, which is ridiculous. I think they should, you know, tease it a little bit throughout the month and communicate with the community. It's just, I'm not gonna talk about the Xbox crash bug that much now, because, you know, you guys know how I feel about it. But that bug right there, Xbox crash bug, is just so unacceptable. We're going on to 5 months, okay, in February, almost half a year with this bug, and all we got was some improvements that did nothing at all. So hopefully we get a hot fix. We're not going to get a hot fix, but hopefully we are going to get a hot fix. And we'll see what they do next month, man. We'll see what they do next month with the bugs. So now I'm going to be talking about the fixes and changes. And obviously I'm not going to talk about every fix and change because I haven't tested everything yet. So let's just jump right into it. So the first fix was the Wyatt crash fix. I haven't noticed any crashing when I played as Wyatt after the updates. And if you guys don't know already, the Wyatt crash bug was basically, you know, when you throw a knife at a family member or an objective such as the generator or battery, everyone's game will freeze and you would have to back out to the main menu or restart your game. But after this update, like I said, haven't noticed any crashing with Wyatt. The next fix was the Bone Savagery and Endurance. Both attributes work now, so which is good, obviously, because before only Blood Harvesting worked on the guy. But I've been playing a lot of Bones recently with this update, or after this update, and his Savagery and Endurance feel really good. And then the next change, Cook Graveyard Padlock. This was a great change because you can now place a padlock on the final generator gate, and it has come clutch already. This padlock on the final generator gate, because everyone goes for the generator on Graveyard, so this was such a great change, the Cook Graveyard Padlock. And then Hitchhiker's Traps do damage now. If you guys didn't know, last month Hitchhiker's Traps were bugged. It didn't do that much damage. You could just step in it and take no damage at all because his ability tree was bugged when it comes to the increased damage on the right side. But I notice now that when I step in Hitchhiker's Traps, it does a lot of damage. So they definitely fixed that. And then finally, the Danny bug. If you guys didn't know, the Danny bug, you know, he used to run slower compared to other victims. But after this update, you know, I only played with him a couple times. I noticed he doesn't run slow now compared to other victims. I still have to test this out on other maps as well, but so far so good. So that's all the fixes and changes that I've tested out so far. Lastly, I'm going to be talking about the new content that came out with this update, so let's jump right into it. So the first thing is the Connie Outfit Pack number 3 and the Leland Outfit Pack number 3. Not going to talk much about this because, you know, it was nothing crazy. It was underwhelming, and I'm just not a fan of these cosmetics at all. So moving on to Slaughterhouse Storm variant, I personally like this variant. I like how some trees are on the ground, and I like how it's RNG, if that makes sense. So basically every match, different trees are on the ground. I personally like that. But I know some people don't like this map because it's very dark, but I haven't really noticed anything when it comes to like the darkness. I mean, I think it's fine when it comes to the darkness. No, like, I don't know. Leave a comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think about the Slaughterhouse Storm variant, because I personally like it. And then finally, the Leatherface 2003 cosmetic. This is the best thing they released this update. It's definitely my favorite Leatherface in the franchise. You know, I might be biased here. You know, this is definitely my favorite Leatherface outfit because I'm probably biased because, you know, the 2003 Texas Chainsaw movie is my favorite. So I definitely love the cosmetic, and I also like the execution. Shout out to my guy JBL, by the way. If you guys know, you know. Leatherface's execution is basically the clothesline from hell. So shout out to my guy JBL. But I'll definitely say I'm disappointed about having, you know, I'm disappointed about not having a new chainsaw sound, you know? When they released the Nicotero outfit, you know, the Nicotero chainsaw had a unique sound. But with the Leatherface 2003 chainsaw, it's just the default sound, you know what I mean? So I'm pretty disappointed when it comes to that, but it is what it is. And the last thing I want to say when it comes to content, we still need something to grind for when it comes to anything, man. Challenges, content, you name it. Because, dude, the problem with content is people play the game like all they released this update was just cosmetics and a map variant. People are going to be playing this for about a week or 2 weeks, and then they're going to leave and then wait another month for new content. So we definitely need something to grind for to keep people playing this game. You know what I mean? So hopefully they do that down the line. I mean, in my opinion, this update was like a 5 out of 10. Just nothing crazy about it. We still got a lot of bugs that have been in the game for months now, almost half a year. And all they did was just release some cosmetics. But the cosmetics were good, except the Kanye and Leland. But the Leatherface 2003 was good. I like that. It was a licensed cosmetic. It was good, like the cosmetic and the execution. But like I said, we need something to grind for to keep people busy and to keep people playing this game. But yeah, guys, leave a comment down below and let me know, what do you think about this update, and what do you think they have to do for future updates, you know? Because I personally think it's in a bad spot right now, this game, when it comes to, you know, all the bugs, you know what I mean? So we'll see what happens in the future. I'm going to take a little break from TCM right now because I am an Xbox player and it's just very frustrating playing the game and crashing every 3 matches, even though they said they made improvements, but it is what it is. But hopefully you guys enjoyed, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and take care, guys. Have a good day and see you in the next one.